I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm sweating so hard right now. The weather here is absolutely crazy. It was raining cats and dogs for like 4 days, and today, oh my gosh, it's so hot. Hey guys, Annie here, and welcome back to another bookish video. Since it's already the month of June and we're almost halfway through the year, I decided to do a mid-year evaluation. It's just my way of taking a look at how my goals are doing, because last January I decided to set some reading goals that I wanted to work on for this year. You know, like how many books I'm gonna read this year, like what things I want to improve about my reading and stuff like that. So for today's video guys, I'm gonna share with you what books I've read so far in 6 months and how I'm doing with my reading goals. So my first goal for 2018 was to read a total of 30 books. So for the month of January, I was able to read The Lost Hero, which is book 1, and The Son of Neptune, which is book 2 of the Heroes of Olympus series. In February, I was able to read book 3, which is The Mark of Athena. For the month of March, I was able to finish the series, so I read book 4, which is The House of Hades, and book 5, The Blood of Olympus. So as you can see, I spent the first quarter of the year spending time with these babies right here. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of Rick Riordan. I love his books. I love his writing style. He's a great author and I'm just obsessed with his books. For the month of April, I was able to read these two babies right here, A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Engle and The Art of Racing in the Rain by Garth Stein. So I already talked about A Wrinkle in Time in one of my videos, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. As for The Art of Racing in the Rain, I love this book so much because the main character is actually a dog. So this is a very touching and emotional story. It actually made me cry. So if you're interested in reading books with dogs as the main character or just emotional stories in general, I would highly recommend The Art of Racing in the Rain. And now for the month of May. So May was a very busy month for me. It was the month that I celebrated my birthday and we had a lot of traveling going on. So yeah, I was only able to read one book, and that is The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. So I also made a book review about this book. You guys can go ahead and check the link up here. And now for the month of June, I've already finished 2 books. We have The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky and book 1 of The Trials of Apollo. So I'm not gonna say much about this book at the moment because I plan to do a book review in my next video. And I also just finished watching the movie and it was super good. So I'm also gonna share my thoughts and feelings about the movie. Yeah, so you guys watch out for that. And of course, another Rick Riordan book. So The Trials of Apollo is kind of like a continuation of the Heroes of Olympus series, but this time the main character is Apollo, because in the previous series Zeus was blaming Apollo for all the chaos in the war that was going on, and as a punishment Apollo was sentenced to be immortal and he has to go through all sorts of trials and tests to, you know, prove himself and go back to being a god. So those were the books I've read so far in 6 months. Yes, I know I'm not a fast reader, but that's okay because my second reading goal for 2018 was actually to just enjoy myself. I want to enjoy and cherish the reading experience. I don't want to get pressured by the number or compare myself with other readers who read a lot faster, because that's you and this is me, and reading is not a race. It's something to be enjoyed and cherished. And yeah, so far with goal number 2, I've been doing a good job. My third reading goal for 2018 was to write down the thoughts and feelings that I have for a book every single time I finish reading it. And I've been doing that in Goodreads. After I would rate a book like 3 stars or 4 stars for example, I would then write down the thoughts and feelings that I had after I read it. And that way I wouldn't only remember like when I finished reading it, but I would also remember how I felt for it. So that's been a good habit that I've been practicing. So good job so far with goal number 3. For goal number 4, however, I think I haven't been doing such a good job because my goal was to write down the quotes that I like, you know, whenever I would read a book. But I have been quite lazy in doing that. So what I would do, I would just take pictures using my phone. If ever I would like a quote or a saying. Yeah, I need to improve on that. And now for goal number 5. Well, it's not really a reading goal per se, but it's more of a booktube goal. So my goal was to stay active in the booktube community. So I made a goal of uploading at least 2 videos every week, which I have not been doing. I just get so busy sometimes that I could only upload 1, or sometimes I would miss a week. but I'm really trying my best to stay as active as I can. I reply to all the comments, which is good, and I try to, you know, take time to watch other people's videos and just interact, because BookTube is such a nice community and I want to be active in it. So those were my 5 reading goals for the year. So far I've been doing well with the 3 goals, but I do need to work on with the other 2. That's okay, I still have 6 months left. I can work on this, I can improve. What about you guys? I would love to know how you're doing with your goals. Are you behind? Are you doing well? Or are you like me who also needs to improve in some things? I would love to know how you're doing, so don't forget to hit the comment section below. So that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And if it's your first time bumping into my channel, don't forget to hit the red subscribe button down there for more bookish videos. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!